Hello, ladies and nerds. Welcome to the FBA, the Film Buffs Anonymous, where no film will be safe.
I am Eddie, and as always, I am joined by my Robin, Chiba.
My name is Chema, and for once, I will amuse you. Okay, sure. So we're gonna talk about the latest DC release, Suicide Squad.
Yes. I had fun. I had a shit ton of fun in this movie. Everything people said was missing from Batman v Superman was in here.
Did you hear that laugh? You heard that laugh?
Yeah.
It
wasn't that you did it. Wait, come on.
That's how he does it. He just does it.
And then he goes crazy.
It was like the slots in Zootopia trying to make an evil laugh. It was just like
He only does it 3 times, and then he does like the maniacal version.
Yeah, just when he's like, okay, let's have like some thought. Something going. Okay, let's start with pros.
Pros, I have a few. By the way, I was fair. I wrote pros and cons.
Can you show them what is in the notebook?
Yes, and before I do, give me 1 second. To be fair, I wrote my notes in a Marvel book. I wrote my notes because this is the one I use for class. All right. To be fair, because I use my DC book for actual good ideas. So like creative ideas.
So you're saying that like your review of Suicide Squad is not a creative idea?
No, this is for like shit I want to write.
So that's okay.
I can't write Suicide Squad. It's been written.
Okay. So there's been obviously a lot of controversy surrounding Suicide Squad. The initial reviews, which you shouldn't really trust, but they're just there for the thing. We're not going to talk about Rotten Tomatoes because that's been played. Let's just jump into our opinions. I said we should.
Wait, real quick, I just want to go on some crowd control for Rotten Tomatoes. While I disagree with them, I don't think the site should be taken down. And I know some hardcore DC heads wanted to try and take them down. The actual petition got like over 17,000 signatures, which even the guy who made the petition even said, I didn't think it was going to get this bad. I just thought we were all going to like get on here and bitch and like talk as a community and then just drop it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the record, don't close Rotten Tomatoes. While I do understand some gripes with it, calm the fuck down, guys. You're giving DC heads a bad name. You're giving me a bad name.
Every time I do this, I feel like the guy from Twin Peaks, just like. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I thought it was like a big load of shit. Really, what happened? Really happened. It was like it was a kid throwing a bitch tantrum. Really,
it really was. And I mean, believe me, I can bitch with the best of them about how some people may see DC as a bit unfair when being held to Marvel standards, but even at that, chill the fuck out. Like, it's not. If anything, the box office for this film showed the reviews can only do so much. Mm-hmm. At least in the initial reaction. I mean,
because a lot of people thought that those reviews are going to lower the money that's going to come into the movie.
And it only did like what 125 million lower than Batman v Superman, which Batman v Superman starred 2 of the biggest heroes of all time. Suicide Squad, which starred a lot of people who've never even been to film, like Harley Quinn and Deadshot, 275 million on their opening weekend. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Plus, are we going to talk about the controversies with China and Mexico?
We can leave at
the end.
Yeah, we can leave that at the end. We should talk about the movie because we have seen the movie. Yeah. So we're gonna talk spoilers. We're gonna talk what we liked, what we didn't like, and then we just rate it, and then we can talk about that.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Do you mind if I start?
No, of course not.
Okay. Okay. Suicide Squad. I want to talk about the pros or what they were for me. As you know, I was vocal. Not a fan of Man of Steel. Not a fan of Batman v Superman. I can honestly say this is the one I prefer out of those 3.
All right.
I liked it. There was a lot that I liked, not everything, but there was certainly a lot. There was certainly a lot more huge like than I did in the past couple movies. First of all, what I do gotta say that I enjoy. I liked the Suicide Squad. I liked the team. Mm-hmm. But to say that I like the movie where they're in, it's not the same thing. I like most of these performances. For what they're allowed to be done, I really didn't like how they portray I'll get to content eventually. But pros, Will Smith has such a great charisma that he just brought. He made you care for this sociopathic, crazy killer It makes you care for it. Triangle, bitch. Yeah. They made you care for it. He had some of the best lines in the movie. With triangle, bitch. You keep white people in that shit. What's it called? If you kill her, we'll let you free. Oh, she dead. That was great.
No, I love the part where when he actually takes a shot, she pretends to be dead, misses, he's just like, I missed. That's after, like, I love the part where they do the showmanship thing, where he goes off with like 10 different guns, and hits the same spot in the 3 targets every single time so much that they're like red hot. Like, I know how to shoot. Or the part where he's gonna kill the guy, like the guard who's being a dick to him, and then he's like, the pin's out. I know, I'm not stupid. It was loaded. Oh, fuck yeah! It's like a kid on Christmas morning. Yes. Like I've never seen a man so sexually enjoy guns so much. We're back.
Sorry, we have a problem.
Due to mechanical error.
All right,
bitch. Yeah, I'm talking to your laptop. Anyway, so
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
So after we just talked about Deadshot.
Yeah. I wanted to mention the standout scene that everyone's talking about him is that scene when he jumps in the car and he just goes crazy
and just mowing down everyone.
Yeah.
Even the other soldiers are looking at this and they're like, okay, I guess we don't have to.
Yeah, and that really worked. I mean, I like also. I gotta mention his backstory. This movie has, in my opinion, problems with pacing. But we'll get to that eventually. But what I did enjoy was the flashbacks to some of the characters, especially both Deadshot and Harley Quinn, where they showed Batman
taking them down.
Taking them down because they mentioned that they were not started, but like were based on Arkham, and everyone else just came from different places. But yeah, they showed Batman taking them down, and in my opinion, that is exactly how you connect a cinematic universe. You make characters that are even really important, like Batman, or spoilers, The Flash, coming in and even for very quick scenes, just going in and
taking them down.
And taking them down. So I personally really like those scenes and Deadshot as well.
It didn't feel shoehorned in at all.
Exactly,
which I know a lot of people complained about Batman v Superman, that they felt like they just shoehorned in the Justice League cameos, but no, this film
is really effective, yeah. Especially the after credit scene.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn. That performance.
I will mention this as far as Harley Quinn. She was better than I thought she was gonna be, but I will still consider her as an entry for both honorable mention for both good and bad, because this character, I like where they can take her from this, but I was not, crazy in love with neither the performance nor the character. And this character has had cool story arcs in the past, but I think the coolest arc is in the Batman animated series.
Mad Love?
No. After when she is finally like free.
Of the Joker?
Yeah, of the Joker. Now that I really want to see in a movie, but her thing is being in love with the Joker, being crazy. I thought they were gonna follow the arc from the animated movie and make her be angry at him, but no, she's still pretty much in love with him. And as far as we can see from him, he's kind of still pretty much crazy for her.
There's actually a lot I have to talk about that. Actually,
okay.
In cons.
Okay, we'll eventually get to that. I would have preferred if they went the she's angry at him, but I think they'll eventually make to that. If they made a sequel, which they're planning to, make it a Suicide Squad sequel, I hope they put in Poison Ivy and make them both
like besties.
Yeah, work off each other, because that's one of the best
friendships.
Yeah, friendships in comic books, in my opinion.
Friendships.
Oh yeah, friendship.
Well, I mean, technically they did officially have a relationship, but that's in the Bombshell comics, which takes place in the 1940s.
Okay.
Like World War II era.
Yeah.
But real quick, pros. One of the things I loved, the action was amazing. The action sequences were balls to the wall.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I will say this: the final showdown kind of reminded me of like something from the animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, with like the thing going, the thin laser going up, and then fighting like the giant things. But other than that, like the action is pretty cool. It's not like Transformers where it's so close that you literally cannot see what's going on. Also, since all the characters in the squad have very different abilities, everyone shines through.
Yeah, they all help out. They all like do their part to try and make an impact on the film, and especially in the final boss battle.
Yeah.
The action sequences great, very well coordinated. You could tell what was going on, and more or less they also added some story within the actual action sequences. For example, when they all rallied around Rick Flag. You know, that one shot when you see, you know, Katana on one side, Deadshot here, Harley Quinn, Boomerang, you know, Croc. You see all of them surrounding him, like, you know, like he dies, we die, and like they all surrounded
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah, I really
As a
like
team.
I really like that scene when they're all surrounding Rick Flag and they're just obviously doing a pose for like a promotional picture.
Yeah.
And they're like, but it looks really cool when they're all doing it. Yeah.
Even Flag with his gun is just like this, like they're all like as a team.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
covered.
felt like team building.
Yeah.
It felt like a team,
Yeah.
the worst team building exercise in history.
Yeah.
What else? The music was off the wall on this. I love the music, especially in the first third. I know they dropped the ball; they didn't have that much music in the middle of the film, and then towards the end, that's when they finally added a little more like pop music. But I loved the music in this film, especially the Eminem "Guess Who's Back" and just like them loading their guns, getting dressed up and ready to go.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love that.
I have a little bit of con to talk about that, but we'll get to it.
Okay, Joker, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn. Honestly, a lot of people complained how little the Joker was in this film. While that is a con for me, that's also a bit of a pro because it's very clear we were focusing on these other characters. It's kind of like the opposite of Batman v Superman, whereas people complained how Superman wasn't in the film enough. I like the fact that the Joker wasn't in this film to an extreme degree, because otherwise this would feel like more of a Joker film. No, here are our main characters. We're not going to go the route that you necessarily want us to go. If that's going to cost us a couple million, fine, but we need to develop these other characters. Joker, you've seen him twice in film already. This time, hey, let's focus on Harley. Let's focus on Deadshot. Let's focus a little more on Boomerang, on El Diablo, on Amanda Waller, Rick Flag, Enchantress.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Joker took a back seat because that's what was needed, and to me, they did a very good job of it.
Okay.
While that is still a con, to me, that was also a pro.
Okay. Another pro. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller.
Damn.
What a bad bitch.
Like, fucking vicious, man. The part where she says, okay, scramble the computers. Done? All right.
Boom,
Bah!
bam, bam. Everyone. She's just like cold-blooded. What a bitch.
One cold bitch.
No, I don't. And I've always loved this character. And she as an actress, if you've seen the show How to Get Away with Murder, I've only seen a couple episodes, but she is awesome in it.
Yeah, no. I've seen the first season. She's just as vicious.
Yeah, yeah. And it's although I would agree that show should have been called How to Get Away with Cheating. But anyway.
They didn't get away with cheating, motherfucker.
I haven't seen the complete show, but anyway, she was awesome in it, and I read I was reading like an interview with her, and they asked her, okay, like because she's been through a lot of hardships in her life, and she said actually when I was young, like a thing that would make me keep going was that I would like every day when I got home from school, I would say to myself like one day I'm gonna be like Wonder Woman, and in a way. Not really, but she ended up working in the same business, which is kind of cool.
In a way, she actually, I'd argue she's better than Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman actually fights. This bitch can get people to fight for her. And
That's having power.
And the most fucking destructive, evil way.
Yeah.
Which, one of my pros, I love how quickly Slipknot got taken out.
That's
I love
a
that.
con for me.
No, I love it.
But we'll see. We'll talk about that.
Because you don't expect things like that. You don't expect the death that quick. But when he tries to get away, it's like, all right, anyone else want to fucking try me? Anyone else want to try?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, you need to set an example. Like how Vader, like, killed that first guy to show he was a badass.
Yeah.
You got to set an example. All right, you want me to set an example?
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else? No? That's what I thought. Sit the fuck down, class.
I feel bad about that, about the actor that played Slipknot, because he gone. He gone. Like he's gonna be in conventions in like 20 years. He was like, yeah, I was in Suicide Squad for like 5 minutes.
I think he was in there for he had maybe a minute of screen time, maybe, which I thought was funny because when I actually looked at him, when they like did close-ups with him talking to Boomerang, I noticed how his costume was very like Slipknot-ish. Like it looked proper. I was just like, that's a cool costume. They put a lot of work in. All right, the work was wasted, but cool still.
Yeah. Speaking of Boomerang, that's a pro for me.
Boomerang. Oh,
Boomerang
Pinky,
was so
Pinky.
freaking cool. Oh my god, that killed me. That was so good. I mean, this is a character that I feel the same way about him, the same way I feel about Captain Cold in the Flash TV show, where everyone is just like in one state, he's just in another fucking level. like even not even like Harley Quinn, like he's just like gone. He's just there because he's forced to, and he like the long sideburns, the crazy accent, the freaking
the unicorn,
the pink unicorn. I mean, I mean, this guy's on another level. He was one of the funniest parts of the movie,
wait,
if not pretty much the funniest.
I love the part where he gets like stabbed, but it's like the money saved him. Like, oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. No, like, or when Katana like held him to the thing with his sword, and he was like, "You got a boyfriend?"
Hey,
Like,
yo.
yeah.
Oh, and the part with with El Diablo with the what the fuck did
The knives, the
no,
boomerang,
wait, no, with the lighter. He's like, you got fire? Ooh, fire! Oh.
Jack Courtney, you did well.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
It was
Good
fun.
for you.
But Jack Courtney, I maybe you told me this. He went on record saying he would never do an actual. Actually, wait. Now I think you're the one who told me this. Jack Courtney went on record way before even Divergent came out and said, "I will never do a comic book film until he read the script." And David Ayer said, "I need you to be Boomerang." And he said, "You know what? Fuck yeah, I'll do it." For
That seems
you,
pretty cool.
yes.
That seems pretty cool.
Oh, another interesting fact. Will Smith actually went through real Navy SEALs training for a month in preparation to be Deadshot. He went through
Nice.
actual gun training. So every time you see him actually with a gun,
Yeah.
that's a real scope he's using. Obviously, there are no bullets in the gun, but he's
Yeah.
actually like trained to use a gun. Meaning, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, Will Smith,
Yeah.
you want him to be your guy.
Yeah. Did you saw the thing that his son posted about him?
What?
In the movie?
No.
That apparently, like, his son, Jaden Smith, you know him for being weird.
You know, for being like a shitty actor.
Yeah. He was a good Karate Kid.
No, but I'm talking about After Earth.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that definitely after. Apparently, like, he saw the movie, and then he went to his dad and said, honestly, if you want to retire, like,
Now.
like now's the moment, because, like, I don't think you're going to give a better performance than that.
Never.
Now, again, that kid is, a little crazy, doesn't know about good acting. But I think Will Smith was actually pretty good in this. Like only him could, like, create a new franchise for himself.
Yeah.
Again.
How many franchises is he a part of now?
Men in Black.
I think that's the only one.
What else?
I wouldn't count Independence Day because he wasn't in the
No,
second
yeah.
one.
But still, creating yourself a new franchise. How old is he? Like 50 something?
I think he's like in his mid to late 40s.
Yeah. Good for him.
Shit.
What else?
The charisma. I don't know if any of you guys. I think I mentioned this once. I saw one scene of focus. I haven't seen the whole film, but I just saw the one scene where him and Margot Robbie's character are arguing back and forth when they're tied up.
Yeah.
And they have some serious charisma in that scene. So it translated, I think, very well into Suicide Squad, if not got better. I don't know if Focus is a good film, but I can tell you those two actors were great working with each other, and they still are right now. If the rumors are true that Will Smith and his wife have an open marriage, I guarantee you him and Margot Robbie are probably talking.
She's like 24 or 25.
And?
I understand her. Anyway, what else? Okay, another pro. This was a con for a lot of people, and I have some cons with this, but Carla Lavin as Enchantress was so cool, in my opinion.
Hey, I did not think that I was going to give a shit about that character. No,
Yeah.
they made her a beast.
Yeah, I love her design. Well, she has like, if she has like two different looks,
Yeah.
like one where she's like as the Enchantress, and then one with the crazy pad and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like the first design. I really like how she looks, how she moves, how she does this Shakira thing like all the
Yeah.
time. And one thing that I just like, whoever like was the creative designer on like
On the second version?
no, on the first version. Just how she transformed, she just had Enchantress and like the hand just.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what
that
was
effect
very
was
fun.
so cool. I loved it. It was so original. And
And then the second version?
okay, not a big fan of her look,
Yeah.
but still she remained. She had that crazy like big boys.
Yeah.
I love the character. I would have preferred if she had like the same like public reaction that people have with Harley Quinn. But I guess Harley Quinn is more popular and everything. But in my opinion, I prefer this
Enchantress.
this character and especially her first design. I think it would be like a sick cosplay.
But honestly, was one thing I really love though. DC got rid of some characters in this
Yeah.
film. They established, for example, Enchantress. She's dead. She's gone. But they made her such a badass. But there's no way she can come back. I love the fact that they took a really badass character, made her a monster, a beast, and then
Yeah. Well,
I love that.
Yeah, her human half survived, which I
Yeah.
think it kind of hurts. It's shooting yourself in the foot because now they can play like, she can come back, or she can learn to control it, and then they'll keep her around. Which I think it would have had more weight if they have to kill her out completely. Which is not that I want to see because I kind of love Cara Delevingne.
actually no, I like the fact that she lived because to me it gave the film a happy ending. Which
Okay.
we had enough death and destruction already. Let's have a happy ending at least. least.
Okay. I don't know. Like for me, it's more for the weight because the complete good plot of the story. We'll get to cons, but okay. What's another problem?
Just the quick stuff like that. Boomerang, we talked about him. El Diablo, to me, he was a shocking. I love this guy. To me, he is a solid third. I'd put him above Joker as far as how much I like him.
People talk about Harley Quinn should get a spin-off. No. El Diablo deserves a spin-off.
I mean, man, that tragic backstory. I love when he goes full Aztec god on their ass.
Yeah.
And he even says it and like, I don't know if he said in Spanish, but
he said,
it's on, bitch.
He said, ya te chingaste, way. Yeah. That was awesome.
Dude, he goes full fire demon god, just beats the shit out of the brother by himself. The whole team couldn't take that guy down.
Yeah.
All right, time to go full Superman on his ass. Oh my god,
that
I
was
love
really
it.
cool. Yeah.
And the Suicide Mission, honestly, when they say Suicide Squad, they mean it.
Yeah.
You know, he went out like not just like a man, but he went out as in an honorable way. If there was ever a character in this film that was honorable, it's Diablo. More than I would argue, even more than Deadshot.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. With Deadshot, it's hard to get behind him because he did like really kind of terrible things. But then El Diablo has, you know, okay, I did this thing to my family, but you know, it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. And how he's still like controlling his thing, because Deadshot is like he doesn't regret anything that he has done. He just really wants to live with his daughter. And I feel like that story is good, but we've heard it thousands and thousands of times with other characters. El Diablo. It's a little bit more tragic. Because he still really regrets that. But then we get to that scene, another that bar scene, which combined both, you know, very heartfelt moments and really funny moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was cool. I love the scene when Harley Quinn tells him, you know, own it, like own that shit.
Yeah.
Because you can tell that she's not talking about him. He's talking about herself. Mm-hmm. You know, she has to own like everything that she has done in order to like keep going.
Yeah.
Which I like. And also,
she's trying to pick him up.
Yeah, and also the Croc has some of the best lines. Also,
I know I'm beautiful.
It's like I ain't ugly, I am beautiful. That was you know, Croc has really cool lines. Also, see when Amanda Waller like walks out and he's just like, I like her.
Yeah.
That was so cool too. Croc is really cool in this one.
You know, honestly, I love the part where he even says, and some people made a comparison about it when he pretty much tells him, "I'm with you. We don't need your help. Y'all just tourists. I live there."
Yeah. That's cool.
He was also. I love the fact that I love his at the end of the film when they say, "All right, any requests? BET." And all you do is you see him there watching BET with some girl's ass shaking, eating some meat, like this is good. Good laugh. I like this.
Oh yeah, and I love when they ask me like any request, and Harley Quinn is like an espresso machine.
And they give it to her.
And they give it to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the scenes from the end were shown in the trailer though. Okay. We'll get to console. We'll get to that.
All right. What was it? Oh, I love there was a lot of humor up the ass, and there was a lot of funny parts. A lot. There was,
and it was humor that actually worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like dry humor. It was like dick, like being an asshole humor, but it was still pretty funny.
Yeah.
What else? The relationship between Harley Quinn and Joker. I've talked about the Joker, but real quick, I need to get this off my chest. There are multiple incarnations of the Joker and Harley Quinn's relationship. Some where he's physically abusive, some where he's mentally abusive, some where he's not abusive at all, and he's just really loving. This film, I'll get to, it's a bit complicated with their relationship, but I love the fact that this film showed him in a loving light. Like, he kept coming back for her. He kept trying. Trying.
Yeah, for once, when the scene when he was rescuing her from like around the team, and he accidentally dropped her.
Yeah.
Like for a second, I thought, oh, maybe he did it on purpose because he doesn't really want to save her. No, he really does. And
the helicopter was going down and he pushed her out.
Yeah. It was more for her sake than I think for him. And that I thought was like, okay. I thought we were gonna portray the physical, maniacal, psychologically abusive Joker, and we do when we see like a flashback and he picks her up. But after that, you know, we see that he's actually like attached to her.
Well, actually, no. I love the fact some people take it as abusive. I take it as him actually showing that he cares, because understand, from a maniacal dick, he was actually very caring. Like the part where he says, "I don't want you to die for me. I want you to live for me." Whatever.
Yeah.
And then she falls into the vat of milk.
We'll say it's milk.
Yeah, it looked like milk, man. It looked like milk. And he's just gonna let her die, but instead he's like, "Oh fuck, I guess I love her. God damn it, I love her," and he goes back to save her.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the fact that he went to save her.
Yeah.
You know, that shows. Now, in the cons, I'm going to talk a little bit more about their relationship.
Yeah.
But the relationship between them was loving, and I love that. Another thing that I loved was the false ending. No, you think that they're done. Amanda Waller's safe and it's done, and we're gonna cut this film here.
Yeah.
But no, the ship goes down. They need to go back. They need to save her again, and they got to deal with Enchantress and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I love the false ending.
I love when they find out that she's still alive, and I think it was Deadshot who yells like, "How is that bitch not dead? How is she still alive?"
I
Yeah.
love that scene. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. I love Will Smith's signature. When he pulls the trigger, he's just like he's understanding. I'm letting my daughter go, but goddamn, it's not worth it.
Yeah. This movie also has the traditional Will Smith. In every movie that he has, he says the line, "Oh hell no!"
Oh hell no, you jokers must be crazy.
Yeah. So
That was maybe
that's
the one line where I was just like,
You jokers are crazy. We'll get to cons. Is
Alright.
that all pros?
yeah, it's on my pros now. Cons.
Okay, cons.
Not enough Joker. Again, I know that was one of my pros, but that's one of my cons. There was
Alright.
not enough Joker.
All right, cons. The whole Joker.
You didn't like the Joker?
I'm not a fan of this Joker.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. I get, with different interpretations, you're about to find some things that I didn't like. I know there are some people that don't particularly even love the Heath Ledger Joker. I really like it, but my favorite Joker will be Mark Hamill.
Mhm.
Even though like some people, okay, whatever. This Joker has some good things. Some of the lines, the laugh was pretty cool. I like that every time that we see him, he was wearing something different. So that means that he can like change. It's not like Heath Ledger Joker, which was always wearing the same thing.
Real quick, one of the things I really loved was the scene where he lays back and you see all the knives around him, circle and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Those are each a victim that he's killed. And if you notice in the corner, there's like two baby like onesies. And there's like they're like clothes of people he's murdered. Like each item in that room represents a victim of his, and there are a fuck ton of victims, man.
Okay.
Got dark.
Now I don't like this Joker at all. I don't know,
He's maniacal, but he's a loving guy. I hear he is kind of crazy.
I guess nobody's perfect.
I love the Rick Flag. Not Rick Flag. Frost, Mr. Frost. His bodyguard was there. I love that.
Oh yeah.
In all the other versions, you've never seen Mr. Frost.
Yeah.
But in this one, he's there. Not only is he there, but he is machine gunning. And I love the part where he's like shooting with the AK. Just like going full off with the AK. I love that. But yeah, not enough Joker.
Okay, bros. I think there was maybe just a little bit too much Joker in my opinion. If he had been kept like mostly to the beginning, but now they decided to bring him also in the end. I've heard that there's like a lot of footage that was cut.
We're gonna get to this
And
a lot.
actually, we can talk. I include that in the actual news show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we can talk about it then. So yeah, not a big fan of this Joker. I guess they have like good chemistry with him and Harley Quinn for the few scenes that they actually have together. I like that we got to see her even in the original costume for like a little bit.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna say
cool.
one of the only things that bugged me though was that you could see her hair. It was like, come on, just refilm that just to show her face.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to see the hair.
What's another con? Also, okay, con, not Joker. Also con, Rick Flag.
Really?
I did not like Rick Flag in this movie. First of all, he looked too old to be with Enchantress. Like she's in real life, she's like 23 or 24. Like,
Good for him.
oh, it's weird.
Good for him.
And also like he didn't seem like fully committed to the role. He seemed to just like whenever he would say a line, like except for like a couple times, but especially in that scene when that scene was in the trailer when he said that.
What the hell's the matter with you people?
Like seriously, the hell's wrong with your people? Like that there he sounds like someone who's like God damn it, I have to do this, but also like God damn it, I have to do this.
I felt like he was exhausted, honestly. But
and not like
that's
in a
the
good way.
actor or the character.
I'm gonna blame it on the actor because the character, I don't know a lot about him, but he didn't. But like Amanda Waller seems so firm and everything that her trusting him didn't seem right.
Well, no, he doesn't. He's just as much member of the Suicide Squad as her. The only difference is that he happens to be a soldier of the U.S. Army. But the fact of the matter is, he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be at home with his loving wife. But no, this bitch has his wife's heart and says, if you don't do what I say, she did.
Yeah. So I don't know, not a fan of that. Also, I don't like how they took out Slipknot like immediately.
I love that.
First of all, because he added a little bit of diversity to the squad, and he was just killed.
I know he's Hispanic and I'm Hispanic, but you know what? I'll take El Diablo over Slipknot every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Still, like, yeah, I could have done with like both of them there. Also, okay. Here's one of my biggest complaints of the movie. The movie's called Suicide Squad when they could have called it Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Because we saw just a little bit of backstory with El Diablo. We saw no backstory with Boomerang, no backstory with Slipknot, a little bit of backstory with Enchantress, and then the rest. And then what bothers me was that the movie scope was like, let's focus on this guy who is a human and who kills people and he's in jail. This girl who's a human and is crazy and is in jail and kill people. And this guy is a mutated croc human. Yeah, but who cares about that? Let's talk about this human. Like, no, I don't know. Okay, this guy controls fire. This guy is half a croc. This guy's a crazy Australian with an obsession with knives. Why are we focusing on the guy who shoots guns and the girl who also shoots guns?
Oh, okay, I guess we'll talk about it in the news, but there was a lot of deleted scenes from.
Yeah, but I've heard that most of the deleted scenes were Joker scenes.
No, that is a good chunk, but actually, from what I found, there was a lot more on Boomerang's backstory, especially Croc's backstory. You know the part where he says like he's beautiful. That was supposed to be a thing of his, like, you know how the beginning montage was them going like backstories of the characters.
Yeah.
Well, apparently in Croc's backstory, there was a lot of him. He was born. He was a child. He was a freak.
Yeah.
But as time grew, he decided, you know, no, fuck the world. I am beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was his thing. That's why he says that. El Diablo's story was originally meant to be put in the bar scene to add some weight to that.
Yeah. They showed you a little bit beforehand. Yeah.
And they show you a little bit, but the main part of El Diablo's scene was meant to be there so that way you could see his character looking for redemption. Let's see, one of my few cons was the slow motion like ending.
It felt very Michael Bay-ish.
It felt like a minute long like slow mo scene. We don't need that. Give me like a 20-second like. Have Harley rip the heart, take it out, throw the gun. Will Smith gets the gun, then slow motion.
Yeah.
And then the daughter, and then just.
Yeah. That was another complaint. Damn it, what else? I was not a fan of the music. I liked those songs, but it felt. Don't get offended. But no, what?
She weren't dead.
Yes, but I was gonna say it felt a lot like. Yes, I felt like they were trying to do something like Guardians of the Galaxy, which I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't, because it's unfair. Mm-hmm. But at least in that movie, the songs like had a purpose. You know, they tied to Star Wars backstory. Here, they just didn't shoehorn in because
good music.
Because yes, it's good music, but also like, hey, the main demographic for this is gonna be like high school and junior high kids. They're barely discovering the good music from the past. Let's put it there. Like that felt like also the little text on stuff like the subtitles and everything. Subtitles were fine, but the font bothered me, and also
I like the font.
I didn't like the font. It felt too edgy. And I don't know, when they would say Captain Boomerang is from Australia, like weakness, pick unicorns, like that, I get all that, but the way it was played, it looked like. It didn't.
It looks funny.
I like it. Look, I like how in the Harley Quinn one, you have to read it very fast, but right at the bottom it says she killed Jason Todd. Yeah.
Which I'm curious to see, like, do they mean like as in she and Joker killed him, or like she like herself like murdered him? I'm curious to see how that plays out.
I think it's like participated in the murder of Jason Todd.
I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out in the future. Maybe she'll have a cameo in the Batman film where she's like beating Jason Todd with a baseball bat while the Joker then shoots him or something.
Like a flashback, or or do you want to take place at that time?
No, like how Batman like was in the flashback sequences where he captures Deadshot. Yeah. In that same sense, Harley Quinn will be there and she'll like be beating the shit out of Robin.
Yeah.
Whomever that poor kid may be. But real quick, one thing I really wanted to address about a lot of people making comparisons to, and not just you, but in general, a lot of people have been complaining that Suicide Squad rings a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy, arguing that these are not original ideas. Or not.
I'm not. In my defense, I'm not saying that it is.
No.
I just feel like the music part.
Yeah,
that's it.
Fair enough. But no, one thing to people who are making these unfair comparisons, I just want to say three quick points real quick. One, Savior comes from another world. Thor, you mean Superman. Character with tragic backstory origin who causes him to become a superhero. Tony Stark and Iron Man, you mean Bruce Wayne and Batman decades before. Superhero team up. Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers. You mean Justice League that came about a decade before the Avengers? Real quick, I'm just saying, I'm not meaning to be a dick here, but understand something. There are very few original ideas left to be made. Most things are rehashes of other things, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If you can do it better, or if you can do it justice. In this particular case, this superhero team up did focus heavily on Deadshot and Harley Quinn. I like the fact, though, it felt like, yes, these characters are obviously on the pedestal, but understand they did develop the other characters just as much as other films. Not every character here had a film leading up to it to where you could have all the character development, and then there you can just throw them in. That's where the Avengers 2 felt good, because there wasn't a lot of character development in everyone, because you already had character development from other films.
Yeah.
Understand, there are limitations. Unless you wanted this to be a 6-hour film, which I guarantee people will bitch about, understand, there are limitations. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked how they worked with the limitations.
Yeah. I mean, I have specific problems with Suicide Squad, but none of them are like, I've seen this before. No, except for the Deadshot backstory, which I think is. I could even say it's like sorry. I could say that we've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I could even say it's similar to the Ant-Man backstory,
Mm-hmm.
which yeah, it's pretty similar. I'm like all over the place right now. What's another con? The first 30 to 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were like too long. I thought like you could have just very simply just say this character does this character does that. They're here for this, they're here for that. And with some of them they do, but then they go to like a big
Montages.
Yeah, big montage, which some of them work and some don't, and it just feels very disjointed. Like the editing in this movie is, in my opinion, and I know this because I edit, it's not good. And I've heard that it's because they cut a lot of scenes which now they're talking about, oh, maybe we'll release like an extended edition, which is like a terrible movie. If DC is gonna do that with every movie,
maybe
count me out. I'm out of the DC camp.
I'll go on record on saying that they cut the Batman and Superman 30 minutes of that footage because they felt like it was too long.
Yeah.
Maybe they heard all the bitching from like, oh, it's almost 3 hours. They're like, all right, fine, let's cut 20 minutes. Let's make this down to 2 hours and make it a little more manageable.
Yeah.
Which maybe I think that was a reactionary decision, which I don't agree with whatsoever. There probably will be an extended cut on DVD, but it's gonna be, that was a reaction to Batman v Superman. I think come Wonder Woman, I don't think there will be any scenes that will be cut because they're gonna learn, okay, it's okay if the film's long if the scenes make a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
The Batman v Superman 3.5 hour version has gotten much more praise than the 3 hour version.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot. When you go an extra 30 minutes and you like it even more than the 3 hour version, that's saying a lot. That means there's a lot of character development.
Yeah. Also, wait,
No, go ahead.
no, you go first.
Oh, well, I forgot to say one of the pros I really liked about this film was the fact that this film pretty much took place over the course of maybe 2 days,
Yeah.
maybe 3. I love that. I've been pitching that forever. I wanted that. I don't necessarily like when a film goes on for like a month or a week in the character's life. It's like, no, a third into the film, they show up in the city and then they go. The last, hour and 20 minutes of this film is them in the city on one night dealing with shit.
Yeah.
It's not real time, but I like it.
Yeah. Okay. I want to mention just my biggest con
Go.
with the movie, and I'll just go. Yeah.
Then we'll go with the reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Amanda Waller. Okay. What's the plot? Amanda Waller gets all these people together, and she forces them to form a team, and say if something bad happens, we get these people together, and if they fail, well, they fail, and they die, and we get rid of them. Cool. But right now there's not a specific threat. Okay, when she just forces them, as a precaution. So when she gets them all together and something bad happens to happen, which is the release of Enchantress, they all get together and they go. Now they don't know what they're doing. They're just sent to save someone. They don't even mention a name. So when Deadshot finds out that they were sent to recover Waller and Enchantress, pissed for some reason, which is why they end up in the bar. They're like, oh, you couldn't told us that we were doing this?
Yeah.
Like man, fuck this shit. Like they had a fight like if they had been told oh we're gonna do this amazing thing that's gonna be just to help you, and then they're like, oh seriously, like you're just doing this to save your girlfriend? Fuck you, like yeah. that was so like them getting angry made zero sense. Like they're there to do a job. They do what they're told. They finish the job, and and if they survive, they get to return home. Why would they be pissed? They have no right to get pissed. No reason to get angry. So it's just creating conflict to create conflict, and then at the end they're like, no, these are my family. You've known them for 2 days, and you haven't like done enough to feel like a family.
Well, I mean, bonding over nearly, near world destruction kind of, makes people besties, after a day. But no, here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. I think the problem with that was the fact that there was a lack of honesty amongst themselves. It's like, all right, if we're gonna do this team, let's at least try to be a cohesive unit. And there were times when they had to literally put themselves in between Rick Flag and these demons that are coming after him.
Yeah.
They're literally putting themselves on the line for this shit hit. At the fucking least, tell me what the hell I'm risking my life for. That's what they're asking.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I hear that. But also, if they had told them, would they have reacted the same way? Well, because it's just like them getting angry over, oh, we're gonna rescue her. Why the fuck are you angry about? I mean, why would you throw a fit like oh, I can't believe you lied to us. I'm gonna go to this bar, and all of them go to the bar. That's I was like, why are they angry? And if they're like acting against them just for throwing a tantrum, just fucking like press the button and kill them. Like why? Like they're just throwing bitch fist and throwing bitch fist, and then they'll say like, yeah, we're betrayed. Hey, they keep mentioning that line, the no honor thieves or something. Yeah, like why the fuck do you care if they tell you or not? Just go and do the job because you're pretty much not getting paid, but you're gonna be given the benefits of maybe being released early or something just for doing this job. So if I'm in jail, I'm saying if I'm in jail and I possess like a metahuman ability, and they tell me, hey, if you do this, if you accomplish this mission, we'll let you go early. I don't care what the mission is. I'm gonna do it.
Well, I think it's also the impact of understanding, like, you sons of bitches, you pull me out, put my life in danger. You're straddling my child in front of me, and for this, fuck you. I get the complaint. It's just that's something I guess I was willing to overlook.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it was a big problem actually, because they got angry about like this is creating conflict for no needed reason.
Well, also the human beings, and they don't start to trust Rick Flag again until he shows up and just breaks the thing and says, "You guys can do whatever you want. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm just gonna go get my girlfriend." And they're like, "All right, you know what? He's being honest. He's not being a dick anymore. Let's go."
Yeah.
Because I mean, it sucks when you take orders from someone and they like pull on the leash whenever like you try to say something or do anything.
Well, they're not like nice people. They don't deserve to be treated like nicely.
They're human beings, human rights or meta-human rights, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Still, there's no like. Have you ever been in an army complex?
In a world where an assassin who's killed over 200 victims can still love his little girl, and where a guy who loves knives and throws sharp remarks at murder people can still love a pink unicorn, I am willing to suspend my level of disbelief.
Now again, that was a problem for me. Also, like the whole plot line leading to Enchantress, which I think is everyone is saying she's like a terrible villain. She's a terrible villain. She's an okay villain. She's not. I mean, there's been worse. Is what I'm trying to say. Most of them in Marvel movies.
What's the name of the guy from Thor 2?
Malekith.
Malekith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, he had no personality.
I think he's the most forgotten Marvel villain in history. In all movies. Because think about it. Even like Iron Man, like 2 had
Whiplash.
Had Whiplash. Iron Man 3 had the fake Mandarin, which pissed people off. But at least you remember that guy.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
All right. So going forward.
So rating.
Rating. You first.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna give it a 7.3.
Okay.
No, wait. Yeah, 7.3. It's not. It's a good step in the DC direction. Mm-hmm. Not a great step. A good step. I mean, if they were like, if they started here, Man of Steel went like this, Batman Superman went like this went like a little bit like this. It didn't fix everything for me at least. But if this is the direction that they're trying to take with Justice League and with Wonder Woman, I mean, keep it varied, keep it diverse, but also keep it fun, which is mostly my thing. Did I have fun watching this movie? Some parts. it's not a, so I'm gonna send you with, definitely it's not for everyone, but I still recommend that everyone should go see it. So,
No, definitely.
so consensus, it's not great, but you should see it.
Nice, nice. Okay.
You should pay to see it.
Agreed. Okay, Batman. I'll start with this. Batman v Superman. I loved it. There was a lot of story. There was a lot of subplots and whatnot. This one was nice and simple and to the point,
Yeah.
which I liked. You know, that's good for home every once in a while. You know,
Yeah.
just get straight to the action, get straight to the fun, get straight to the humor, the crazy action sequences, the characters that we developed that I begin to love.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed it a lot. I'd give this one. Because of all the cut Joker scenes, I would have given it like a 9.1, 9.2, but because of all the cut Joker scenes that I kind of would have wanted to see, and the cut bar scene, which I would have wanted to see, I would give it like an 8.8.
Okay.
And there are just some scenes that were cut that I hate, but we'll get to that right now in the new show. So, consensus. Good film.
Consensus, it's a good film. Not a, oh my god, it's so good. It's just, it's good. It's passable. It's okay.
I say it's great, but all right.
Yeah.
So, this
but,
was
but still, we both left the movie in kind of a positive
yeah,
manner. Yeah.
that was the important part. That was the
Yeah.
important thing.
Alright, so that was a review of Suicide Squad. We're gonna do a smaller show with the news
Yeah.
after this, and you're gonna do some reviews, right?
A review of Tarzan. It'll be a quick 5-minute review. Just
Okay.
go watch it. It's a good film. Done.
Okay. So my name is Chima,
And I'm Eddie.
and
We
we'll
are
see
the
you
Film Club
next week.
Synopsis.
We'll see you next week.
You botched that.
I watched that.
Fuck.
Ah.
Shut up and press the button.
Awesome.